Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 29 of Ringside Reality. I'm your host, Jonathan, along with my co-host, Chris.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestlemania. Okay.
No.
There's a friggin' I noticed on hello everyone, but I noticed I was typing that in on Google today because sometimes when I go take a big old steaming crap, I'll just sit on the toilet and watch that video over and over again for like 10 minutes. And I think someone's got a remix made of it.
Oh, really?
It's like a whole fucking goddamn Tupac song or something. And it's like, and he's like, meow, meow. And I was sitting there, I'm like, this is freaking amazing. I was going to send it to you actually, but I went to find it again like a day later. Someone took it down. Oh, copyright laws from WWE took down the old meow. Apparently they copyright the sound meow. Buys owns copyright on meow.
Speaking of WWE copyrights, what a segue.
I did that intentionally because...
What a deadly old segue. So, for our 1.5 listeners, some people might have noticed that a couple of our videos have been unavailable because apparently WWE has copyrighted striked a couple of our videos and took them down. So I fixed it up and they should be back up. So apparently our worst themes, when we did the whole worst themes thing, 2 of the themes were copyrighted. And WWE caught us on it somehow. I still don't know how that works. So I don't know if somebody in WWE is like watching every single friggin' wrestling related video on YouTube, or they got some kind of algorithm that like runs through it and checks them or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, what was it? Calling All Cars, which was like Viscera's theme or something, was copyrighted, and We're American Boys or whatever, the Rougeau Brothers theme was copyrighted. So that was that video. And then our NXT TakeOver Toronto video, which had our most views, had like 70 odd views or something. That one got taken down because of Shinsuke Nakamura's theme at the end of it, because we recorded him coming out, right? And his theme is copyrighted apparently, so it got taken down. So WWE is trying to take us down.
Wow, we're so hot these days. We're such a hot commodity. They're trying to take us down. I guess our opinions, our hot takes are just too much. I can't believe it must be some kind of system or something. Because if there's to anyone listening, if you're out there listening again to see if we do it again on this episode, if you're actually sitting through 28 episodes of this, like, what are you doing? I'd rather work at fucking goddamn old Home Depot somewhere and do that. Like, if this is your job, then oh my god. But I don't know. I'm a little bit surprised, but I'm not surprised. I mean, it's fucking childish. I mean, who cares, man? Like, it's not like friggin' we got any listeners or advertising or anything. Like, just 2 dudes sitting at a computer talking about wrestling. Like, if anything, even though nobody listens to us, it's just advertising more of your product to people on the internet. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be different if we were. Well, I got these on YouTube. They're monetized with ads or whatever. But I mean, we're not making any money. You got to get thousands of views to make any money on it. So it's not like we're making a profit off of their copyrighted material.
Fuck
you know
no!
I mean?
I haven't even seen any I haven't seen nothing yet since we started. We've done 28 episodes, man.
Well, because we got like 6 viewers, man, and two of them are us, and the other 2 are our girlfriends and wives and stuff.
Well, Mel gave up listening to this fucking crap face. You don't listen to this shit.
Well, speaking of which, I got all the previous podcasts uploaded on iTunes, so you can check us out on there as well. That's where we're doing our best. Apparently, we got 144 downloads on iTunes this year.
It's amazing. We almost got as many views as Charlotte got title reigns. Getting there.
Our estimated audience is 64 people, and we got 106 downloads this month. We're picking up steam this month. 106 this month.
Well, it's because it's Mania. It's your asshole Mania.
So we're.
Oh, that's good. I guess. I mean, it's not a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot for people, but for us. Well, we don't really care if anybody listens to it. Not really.
No.
We just do this because we don't. It's either, put it this way, it's either we're going to get on the phone once every couple of weeks and talk about wrestling for like an hour and a half on the phone. And I'll just sit in the chair and I'll be fucking watching wrestling while I'm fucking 2.5 Men's on or talking wrestling through it. Or we just record it and put it out there in internet la la land. And if we get listeners, we get listeners. If we don't, we don't. It's going to be, either way we're going to do it. So we figured we might as well just throw it out there. Throw shit at a wall and see if it stick, eh? And if anybody does enjoy it, then that's fine. I don't really care too much. I don't know about you. I'm not a numbers guy.
Nah. A couple of our buddies listen to it. I know there's a couple of guys I know up in
Well, it's nice to have listeners. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, a couple of guys I know in Alberta listen to it, and our buddy Curtis, who runs a podcast called Hero Mode Audio Chronicles, he listens to it. Speaking of which, as a plug for him, he just uploaded a bunch of videos on his channel. One video is with me. I was a guest on his show, episode 62, I think it was. I was on.
I feel bad for that podcast.
Well, I plugged our
Your
podcast.
stock is lowering.
I plugged our podcast here, and I plugged us going to... This has happened before Survivor Series, so I was talking about going to Survivor Series. We talked about like CM Punk losing at UFC. All that kind of stuff happened at that time. So...
Well, that's good that we're mingling with other podcasts. If Stone Cold Steve Austin's listening and you want to get in on this, Austin.
or Jericho or...
Not Taz, though. No. Taz, if you're listening, we don't want... No, just go away.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck you, Taz. So, hear what fucking Taz was saying about... this is a segue. What's his fucking face? Who's that little wiener guy that says he's the best commentator? Oh, Josh Matthews.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Taz, like, ripping Ronaldo or... on social media there a couple weeks ago for missing shows and stuff, and it turns out buddy got fucking manic depression.
Yeah, he's depressed and stuff, yeah.
Wow, you're cool, guys. Good job, Matthews and Taz. Fucking, you're awesome people, you are. Oh, I would have made the show. I would have done it. I never missed a show in 20 years. The guy's fucking sick, man. He's got problems, so he's sitting at home. Like,
well, he's trying to get over his issues, yeah. I mean...
Yeah. Like, maybe you shouldn't be so quick to judge people, and especially put on the internet where it never goes away. Like, maybe you should actually see what's going on first before you go out there and make a fucking idiot of yourself. The both of yous. So, that's all I have to say about that. It's a big week anyway, because this is fucking Wrestlemania week. It doesn't even feel like Wrestlemania week to me. It does and it doesn't. Like, I'm excited, and I got this weekend all planned out and stuff like that, but it's more like just because it's a routine for me. But it doesn't really feel like it. Like, normally, well, the last couple of years it probably hasn't, but I don't know, like, it's Wrestlemania. I'll be excited just because of the goddamn name of the show, really.
Well, I was going to say, I'm more hyped for the show than the show itself, if that makes any sense. So I'm excited because WrestleMania's coming on, and I got like 6 or 7 hours of wrestling on Sunday to sit down and kind of like have a few beers and have some pizza and enjoy. The matches, like there's
some of them are okay.
There's a couple of them I'm looking forward to. There's nothing I'm really like, holy shit, like I can't wait to see that match. It's gonna blow me away kind of deal. There's nothing like that, I don't think. There's a few I'm expecting to be better than others, but
it's hard to say because we were talking about it, like the time of the show it's hard to say what's going to be given time, what won't. Like you said, Lesnar and Goldberg is going to go half a second. But I guess they added the SmackDown Women's title match to the pre-show. There's 3 matches on the pre-show, which puts 10, I think, on the main show, which ain't too bad. But, like, fucking New Day needs a segment, so that's 20 minutes, and they'll come out and probably mingle with some legends or something. Fucking Flow Rider and Pitbull. Vince McMahon's sucking old fucking Flow Rider's cock or something, man. He gotta be. He's just obsessed with Flow Rider. Like, Vince must just sit in his house all day when he's home, when he's not working, listening to old Apple Bottom Jeans or something. I swear to God, every single fucking pay-per-view, it's like, Flow Rider. Last year was old fucking My House, something. And this year it's that horrible steaming pile of fucking shit. What's Green Light? Or give me the green light. But he's gonna, like, last time they had a performance, remember when Kid Rock played WrestleMania? Yeah. And he played like fucking 20 songs, man. It was like going to a Kid Rock show. He was up there fucking singing old fuck you blind bitch, wasn't he? Fucking WrestleMania.
There's an interesting fact that I actually seen on a YouTube video, that What Culture Wrestling put up about that. So according to them, that Kid Rock's performance bumped the tag title unification match back to the kickoff show that wasn't even aired.
Yeah.
So because
cool job.
So yeah, because Kid Rock wanted to go on for an extra 15 minutes or whatever, the tag title unification match didn't even air on TV. That's so ridiculous.
Unification match is a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. You blind bitch.
See? This is some quality music here, people.
Oh, yeah. Well, Pitbull's not much better.
Oh, watch now we get old copyright law from fucking Kid Rock who's out of his trailer or somewhere.
Trying to get a bit of money.
Alright. Okay.
But yeah, Pitbull's not much better. It's only just him like Mr. International Worldwide or whatever he gets on with.
I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck Pitbull is. I heard of him before, but I don't even know any of his songs. I only know his fucking what's his name? Flow Rider songs, because Flow Rider got some.
I know there's a few Pitbull songs because of the wife and all those people who listens to that kind of stuff.
Oh, you know it's Pitbull. Ball.
Well, he's got one of his big ones. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember, man. I don't pay attention to this stuff, but I know there's a few Pitbull songs that she likes that, you know.
I can acknowledge the fact that apparently he does have hits. Well, all I'm saying is get someone new, man. Like, you remember what we were talking about this last episode when he used to have original themes? Remember that one? Am I allowed to sing an original WWE song? They're going to sue us for that? Remember that one that was like, oh, WrestleMania? Remember that?
Yeah.
Like, that was actually like the... No, watch now. Copyright infringement. But you can't even fucking speak. Apparently, we're not allowed to say the words "the" and "if" on the show, or WWE's going to sue us. But yeah, like, they used to actually try. But this Pitbull thing, anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it's fucking WrestleMania. I understand they got to have, like, celebrities there. Like, Al Roker? All right.
Yeah. What? I said it the other day. I was like, who the hell wants to see Al Roker as a special ring announcer? Who is Al Roker anyway? Like, is he even...
Al Roker, he's just a newscaster.
I know who he is, but is he, like, relevant to pop culture? That relevant to pop culture anyway? Like...
No, he's not, like, back in the day when they had, like, in Baywatch's, like, peak, they had Pam Anderson at WrestleMania. That's different. That was, like, relevant at the time.
Yeah. Al Roker's some old fat black dude. Like...
He's gonna come out fucking old 2 Chainz, probably, all gangsta and everything. Old fucking Al Roker. So I don't know what that's all about, but... Like, the entertainment thing is fine. Like, I understand that they're trying to do it like Super Bowl or whatever, but man, they give him like fucking 3-4 full songs by.
Well, like, especially when he got like a whole entourage with him. He got Lunch Money Lewis. Oh yeah, Stephen Marley, and so it's Pitbull, Flo Rida, Lunch Money Lewis, and Stephen Marley. That's who's there.
Yeah. Like, seriously, so what are y'all gonna get 3 songs each? It's a waste of fucking time is all it is. They think it's like good, it's alright to come out. You know what I don't mind? How about this? How about old fucking Flow Rider and old fucking Locker Room Lewis or whatever his name is, and all these fucking guys come out, but they sing an entrance for someone. Like
Motorhead did for Triple H?
Yeah, like something like that, or D Generation X's band that did for DX back in, like something. Like, and that way you're getting a live performance, but the wrestler's actually making his way to the fucking ring, so you're not sitting there because, like, it's 15 fucking minutes, man. So I don't want to see that, but I guess when you look at it, it's no worse than fucking...
Well, it's a shame because I know that, like, Neville versus Austin Aries is going to be a decent match, and that... Like,
that's not a pre-show though, so it don't matter. That won't be affected by...
No,
that actually might get some time.
Well, what the problem was because they announced that Pitbull was playing, and then immediately afterwards announced that Neville and Austin Aries was on the kickoff show, like they were supposed to be on. You know what I mean? So it's almost like we get a cruiserweight title match. Yes, it's cruiserweight. Who really cares about it? But that should be a good match. We get that relegated to the kickoff show because Pitbull wants to play for 15 minutes. You know, I'd rather Pitbull play one song, and I could see this goddamn match on the main show.
I know, and I'm pissed off that match isn't on the main show either, because the cruiserweights are fucking eat. And by the way, eat in Newfoundland means like just wrote off, done, whatever. But okay, the cruiserweights are not good right now, the whole division. But Neville and Aries is like actually a decent feud, and it's a good chance to showcase him like at WrestleMania and pick up some steam for 205 Live or something. And they're putting it on the pre-show. It's like you got 2 title matches on the pre-show and a battle royal. Well, you better just not even have it at all, really. Like I'm gonna watch the pre-show because it's WrestleMania, but I don't even usually like watching the pre-show on most pay-per-views because by the time the pre-show is over, I've almost like blew my load. Like it's 2 hours, man. So it's hard for me to get jacked right at the beginning of WrestleMania when I've just sat down for 2 hours and already watched 3 matches and old fucking cross-eyed HBK up there talking about fucking banging shit. And, like I don't know. Like it's too long, so I usually skip it. But I guess it's because it's Mania, I'll watch it. But I remember last year's Mania, they did the same thing. It was like 10 matches and a 2-hour pre-show. And because of the network now, and they're not syndicated on pay-per-view anymore, they don't have to finish at like 10:50. They always had to finish at like 10:50, 10:45, and get off the air. But now that they got the network, they can run overtime. So last year's WrestleMania went till 11:30, I remember. And it was like, so I tuned in at 5 o'clock and watched wrestling till 11:30. And I remember we were rating each other, and we were just like drained, man. Like by 10 o'clock, which is 11:30 your time, and you playing. We've already watched 4.5, 5 hours wrestling. We're not even at the goddamn last 2 or 3 matches yet. It was like, oh my god, I just, like, as much as it's exciting to watch WrestleMania, but there's only so much you can take of ending, right? You know what I mean? Like, watch a hockey game is good, but if the thing went to 7 overtimes, eventually you'd be like, bye.
Well, can you imagine being there?
Oh my god, and that shitty old seat and stuff, and...
Because, I mean, to get in, let's say, how many people's going to be at WrestleMania this year? You think, like, what, 70,000 probably or something?
I don't know. I think that stadium is smaller. I think it's only going to be... Well, they'll announce some fake number. I think it only holds like 55 or 60, but still a lot of fucking people.
Alright, let's say, so 60,000 people. So to get in and get a decent seat and not miss half the goddamn show, so you're going to have to show up there like fucking 1, 2 o'clock in the day.
Oh, there'll be people lining up, like in the morning, I would imagine.
That's what I mean. So you're looking at that. If you're going there, we're home sitting on our couch dealing with 6 hours of wrestling. Going there, you're going to deal with probably like fucking 12-hour ordeal at this point, man. And I remember last year it was a total shit show that half the people didn't even get in to see most of the matches.
Yeah.
Like, by the time they all got in and sat down, it was in the second or third match on the main show. Because, let's say the show starts at, 5 Eastern? Like the pre-show, the kickoff, whatever. Like 4:30, they were opening the doors for people to get in. By 100,000 people aren't going to get in and sit down in a half hour.
Well, I remember that the whole debacle, and that's another thing that it came out like last week, and it's like, I believe it's a fact. This wasn't just a rumor, but I guess they actually did the numbers, and AT&T Stadium released the numbers, and there was 78,000 paid for WrestleMania last year, and there was actually like 83,000 in the building. The other 5,000 were people that worked there and all that shit, and like staff and whatever. But wholly exaggerated number. Like, it's not like 78,000 to 101,000 is quite a little bit of a stretch, but like I can understand friggin' if you had like 98,000 there,
and you said,
and you're like fucking bump it up, make it sound good, but you're not even at 80, and you're like 101,000 people. Like, okay, that's a little bit of a stretch. But yeah, getting in there was a disaster. I'm assuming I've never been to a WrestleMania, so I'm assuming that just the buzz and the excitement and everything like kind of fuels you through the day. Like you're just kind of, I don't know, like I would assume like you get there like 9 o'clock in the morning, but you know what I mean? It's just kind of like you're so excited and everything that maybe. But I remember last year, like with the last match, was it Reigns and Triple H was the main event? Yeah, last year.
People started to leave.
Oh my god, the crowd was fucking asleep, man. But why was sitting there for like 9 hours? Like, I mean, you go see a movie. I remember I went and seen old King Kong with Jack Black at the fucking movie theater like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 3.5 hours long or something.
And I was like, holy fuck. Like, I just remember wanting to get the fuck up and leave, even though it was half decent movie, I suppose, but I wanted to leave because I couldn't sit there. Can you imagine a Survivor Series when there were 4 hours when we were there?
Like, no, I was done near the end of it, man. I was like, Jesus, I'm tired of this. You know, not even so much tired. I didn't want to go home and go to bed or nothing, but I wanted to get up and kind of move around and kind of, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be sitting in my seat or even in that area and even standing up and stuff. Like, I wanted to go and do something at that point. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's just long. I'd prefer if they just did like an hour pre-show like they always did. Have one match on the pre-show. That's all you need. And then do 7 or 8 big matches. Fuck up. Like back in the day, there was lots of talent that was left off of WrestleMania. Fuck all the time. Like even the 2000s, like not everybody made the show, man. Like you had to earn your way to the show. Just like you got to make the playoffs in a sport. If you're a sports team, you got to get there. These days, like there's 30 men in the Battle Royal. Like, they're throwing every fucking cunt that worked for the company into the fucking pay-per-view somehow. And all it's doing is taking away time for matches that people actually care about because they're just trying to get everybody in. Fuck getting everybody in. Nobody cares if fucking Brie or Nikki Bella's fucking, what's his name, Tyler Breeze is at WrestleMania. Like, nobody cares, man. Nobody gives a fuck about any of these guys. I'm sorry, but I don't care about them. They don't sell any tickets. They don't draw any money. And all it's doing is taking away from matches that people could actually get invested in. Like, I looked at 2014's Mania. It had 7 matches. That's it. 7 matches. That's a 4-hour show had 7 fucking matches. That was the WrestleMania 30 or whatever. Remember Hogan was like, we're at the Superdome or Silverdome?
Silverdome, man.
Yeah, but it had 7 matches, and every match, like, I'm all about the quality over the quantity. This year
sure, yeah.
is all fucking quantity with little quality. Like, what are you doing? They're just throwing everybody in there. Like, really, man? 30-man Battle Royal for some shitty old trophy that nobody gives a fuck about? Like, and
alright, so we'll get into this the matches now, we'll talk about it. So that's the first one in the pre-show, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on the kickoff. So
Braun Strowman's winning that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, alright, let's discuss this match just for a quick minute or two. So, I just want to look at the people who've won it in the past. Because they talk about how this could be like, oh, it's a good opportunity and all this other shit. So, Cesaro wins it the first time. Look where that got him. Nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Big Show won it after that. Then Baron Corbin wins it. So, like, what does it really do? Nothing, really. So, here's who they got announced for. Mojo Rawley.
Don't, please. No, God, you're not going to go for 30 people, are you?
No, this is all, they got some people not announced. So, Mojo Rawley, Apollo Crews, Big Show, Kurt Hawkins, Goldust, R-Truth, Epico, Primo, Curtis Axel, Jinder Mahal, Bo Dallas, Braun Strowman, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Dolph Ziggler, Rhino, Heath Slater, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Mark Henry, Sin Cara, Titus O'Neil, Connor, Victor, Kalisto, Aiden English, Simon Gotch, and more to be announced. What a lineup!
It sounds like a Royal Rumble from like 1985.
What a lineup! So honestly, the only one that really has a chance of winning that's Braun Strowman. Come on.
Man, you just named off super fucking Loserville. Like, really, I mean, the only...
Kalisto's winning it, man.
No, man, Sin Cara's winning it, Johnny.
Victor's winning that.
Alright, I'm gonna go off. My prediction, and I've said about it, is old fucking Connor's gonna win it.
My money's on Pray for Mojo.
Alright, that fella, oh my god.
Pray for Mojo.
Seriously, well, his hot tag last night when he came in and was doing his moves, I was like, oh my god. So, I don't know. Seriously though, like, I don't think we could disagree on this. Like, there's everybody and then there's Strowman. Like, Strowman's winning,
He got to, yeah.
Yeah, like, this is the easiest one to predict. Well, not the easiest one. Some of them are kind of easy, but this is one of the easy ones to predict. Because this Mania is actually very fucking predictable.
It's very predictable, yeah.
We're going through it here, and it's every match is, to me, except for... Actually, no, pretty much every match is obvious AF, as they say on the internet these days.
Yeah,
so my prediction is old Born Storeband is going to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, which, if anything, is going to kill his career, not help him.
Yeah, the abominable Strowman is going to win that one. Alright, so next up we got the WWE Cruiserweight title, Neville versus Austin Aries.
The King, fucking Neville, who's also... Is he related to Triple H? Or is Triple H the king of him?
I would say Triple H is old Jesus Christ of the WWE, apparently. He's the king of kings.
Yeah, he's the king of the kings, so that means he's the king of Neville.
And Jerry Lawler. And Mabel.
And King Muka.
And King Buka.
Apparently, he's the king of fucking everybody. Old King fucking Barrett, too. Wasn't he a king?
He was king, yeah. So, Sheamus was king.
Yes, that's true. Old Sheamus was king. So Triple H is the king of all those people.
Bret Hart, Owen Hart.
Yeah, everybody, old fucking...
Austin.
Austin was king, too. Triple H is the king, everybody. This is going to be a good match if they give it more than, like, 10 minutes.
This is probably one of the harder ones to call. I don't know, I got a funny feeling maybe Austin Aries, because he's coming in. I think it'd be probably better for the show just to have, like... Neville lose it and Neville try to gain it back as like the heel trying to go chase after the title. I don't know.
The title changes hands way too many times these days in everything. Neville should keep it. He's been doing way too good as champion to take it off. I know Aries is his first match in a while and stuff, but Neville's basically carrying the whole goddamn division. He deserves to keep it. And why does everybody always have to come back and win? Like, it's not like Neville's been shit. No, I'm picking Neville and I want him to win at the same time, so... I don't know. I'm going for Neville, and I don't see the point in taking it off him because he's actually doing really well as the champion of Cruiserweights.
Here's a question here before we go any further. Are we picking who we want to win or who we think is going to win?
No, I just said at that time by mistake or because I was talking, but
no, that's
who we think is going to win.
Okay.
And I think Neville's going to... Oh, like, they're stupid. And, well, Aries, put it this way, if Aries wins, it's not that bad. Like, he's coming back, he's over with the crowd and everything. Like, I'm not going to be like, God damn it, what a stupid mistake. I'm not going to go on the internet and write no, they fucked up. Like, it's not a big deal. I just kind of think that Neville should win, so I'm going to pick him because I don't like how... It's too... Like, every time someone comes back, he just wins the title. Just, Neville's going to win. Hopefully they realize that. That's my pick for that shit show. I think it's going to be a good match, but again, it all depends on time. Like, this WrestleMania is a rush. Hopefully it's not, but it seems really rushed. So they need like 15 minutes, these guys, to go out there and put on a good match. Like, Cruiserweights, they're either going to go out there for like 5 minutes and just flip around and nobody's going to care. But they can actually... Neville and Aries are good wrestlers. They can do all that shit that gets the crowd excited. And they can also tell a story if they're given enough time. Like, this could steal... I thought it was going to be on the main show, and I predicted before it might steal the fucking show. But on the pre-show, obviously it doesn't count anymore, so... I got high hopes for this match. Should I lower them?
Well, I don't know. I think that my expectation for this match is going to be good. I like how... Well, Austin Aries said on Twitter that he's not delegated to anything. So when people ask him, like, oh, do you think it's a... an insult that you're delegated to the kickoff show, and he was like, well, I'm not delegated to anything. Like, it's still WrestleMania. I'm still going to go out and put off the best possible match I can.
It's a mega fail. He should be ashamed of himself.
And even, well, I know you don't watch 205 Live, but I had it on last night while I was waiting for Talking Smack, and they had a little thing where Austin Aries come out and basically said to Neville, like, he's like, one thing we do have in common is that we're going to go out in WrestleMania and we're going to put on the best show and try to steal the show. So it seems like two of them's kind of... They want to prove that they should have been on the main show. So that might be a good thing. They might be trying to do better because they want to prove next year, oh, you should have put us on the main show, you know. Well, up next after Cruiserweight title. So I picked... No, I didn't even pick nobody. I'm going to say Neville. I'm going to say Neville too. I'd like to see Austin Aries win, but I'm going to say Neville as well.
Good hopes. You didn't even pick anybody. He just keeps going. So you're picking Neville too, eh?
Yeah, well, I'll pick Neville for this one. I'm gonna try to pick different from you to hold, not all of them, but not just...
Yeah, but you can't do that because some of them are so obvious. One of them feels like a complete moron.
So SmackDown Women's Title kickoff show. Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James versus Carmella versus Natalya versus Becky Lynch versus Naomi. So... Apparently they got the stipulation changed to this now. You know how it said she got to take on all like women on SmackDown or whatever? They got it changed to a 6-pack challenge now. So it is just 6 of them. So anybody who thought that...
Well, wait a minute. He just said last night when I watched it that Otunga said, we don't even know what the match is yet. That was just last night.
Yeah, but then Naomi came out after and then they were like, oh, it's a 6-pack challenge. So anybody who thought Asuka was getting called up or if... what's her face? Eva Marie was coming back or anything like that. You're sort of mistaken because it's a 6-pack challenge.
So this is pre-show match.
This is pre-show. It's the last pre-show.
Okay.
Match.
This doesn't need much time. This is a fucking disaster. So Naomi's gonna win it back because
it's her hometown and she just didn't really lose it. Yeah.
And she's kind of like I know she's not like an indie darling or anyway. She's getting good pops and she's over with the crowd. Her entrance is cool. And she's gets lots of people chatting for her. Like she's over. She's like the new Becky of last year or something, so she's going to win, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, now we're on to the main show.
We got anything relevant on this whole fucking show, or is this just going to keep going here? What's next, old fucking TJ Hopper versus Barry Horowitz or something?
All right, so we'll start. I'm not going to go at this the way they got this listed out because it doesn't make any sense. But we'll start with the Intercontinental title match: Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin.
Boring Corbin?
Boring Corbin.
Do you mean the match that nobody was even on SmackDown for last night?
They hyped it on Talking Smack. That was it.
Oh, deadly! On the network. It wasn't even on fucking television.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the show last night, and when I texted you, I didn't even realize it. I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin hadn't even been on this fucking show. I was like, it's a go-home show for Mania. They got a 45-minute women's match going on out there. And they couldn't find like 10 minutes just to throw him bones, say Harry Flies. Like, this is the same fella that tried to kill Dean Ambrose. And he's not even on the... So, I don't know, what's that all about? Like, what, a rising doghouse or something?
I think that's going to be a shit show anyway, but...
Well, I don't know. Like, that match just... It doesn't move the old needle for me at all.
No.
Like, I don't give a fuck. It's a regular... It's a house show or a SmackDown or a Raw, like, middle of the hour kind of match. Like, it's not really... This does not have WrestleMania written all over it. I don't even care who wins. Do I have to make a prediction?
Yeah, just make a prediction. Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know. Ambrose should win based on booking because Corbin's been kind of getting the best of him the whole time. So
I'm going to go with boring Corbin.
Who? Turbine?
I'm going to go with boring Corbin.
Corbin, he should take all these fucking paychecks and take everything, go to Hair Plugs for Men or Rogaine or something before that shows up on Sunday.
And the only reason why I think is because, I don't know, I think they're trying to push him as this next big thing, I guess, but...
It sounds like you don't give a fuck who we...
No, but I'm gonna pick Corbin for that one. What do you got next? Let's do it, United States title match, Jericho versus Owens.
Do it. Okay, so this feud's been okay. Like, it's been probably one of the best ones. This is one of the ones I'm actually looking forward to. This is, I don't know what the match is going to be like, but, I mean, Owens wins, I assume, the whole... It wouldn't make any sense at all.
That's a given.
Yeah, Jericho's leaving, and the whole feud's been built up this way, so Owens got to, like, prove himself now and beat Jericho. It's been a good feud. I've actually enjoyed this feud. I'm not going to shit on everything. Not really feud. Actually, that's not right. That's not even an accurate statement. I enjoyed when they were friends way more than the feuds. That's not true. Like, when they were friends was way more entertaining. The feud's been okay. Like, since they broke up, it's been, like, alright. It hasn't been a fucking off the charts or anything. But the whole thing of when they were together and friends and stuff was good.
It's got to be a good build-up just because they were friends, and then he turns on him, and yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, Owens wins that hands down. If anybody knows in the know knows that Jericho's leaving after Mania to go on tour with Fozzy, so...
Yeah, anyone that thinks that Jericho's winning this match, no. Not gonna happen. I mean, WWE is fucking retarded, and they could do something stupid, but there's just no reason. Like, most of the matches, you could probably make an argument. No, I don't even know if you can. But there's just no reason for Chris Jericho to come and, like, pin Kevin Owens now. Kevin Owens is, first of all, he's sticking around. He's gonna be there all summer. So, why would you have a guy that's going out to sing fucking Fozzy songs beating your fucking Universal Champion for 8 months? So that match, we're in agreement. So the only one we disagreed on so far is the one that, like, really the most irrelevant WrestleMania match of all time, fucking old Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. Here's another match you don't care about and nobody else really cares about. The Raw Tag Team title match is now a ladder match between Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson against Enzo Amore and Big Cass against Sheamus and Cesaro.
I called that on Monday. As soon as they took the ladder out backstage, remember I texted you?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, here we go. Like, that's how they set up matches these days, people. So creative. They use a ladder. Oh, yeah, make it a ladder match. Like, what? Like, you like ladders? Well, let's have a ladder match. I don't know. It's not WrestleMania without a ladder match. I don't care. That might actually be a decent match if they give them, like, 15 minutes or something. Might be a bit of fun. Like, Cesaro in a ladder match and... Like, Enzo's probably going to die, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because he sucks in the ring, and he's a horrible wrestler, and there's a ladder involved, so... Gallows and Anderson... Like, it might be a good match. I'm picking Gallows and Anderson to keep the belts, because there's absolutely no fucking reason to take it off them, but I know who you're going to pick.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that's who I'm picking. Now, listen, this is not who I want... I'm going to make this right clear right now. I want Gallows and Anderson to keep the belts, but I think... Enzo and Cass are getting it.
Oh my god. They're going to have their WrestleMania moment.
Yeah. Well, it's just because Vince thinks the crowd's super behind them and they're selling tons of merchandise and stuff. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, they're kind of like New Day a little bit. Yeah. Because
the crowd's super behind them, and now they're starting to get like just like New Day. Like we all like New Day at first, and then after a while it's just like
New Day.
All right, so yeah, you're going Anderson and Gallows. I'm going Enzo and Cass, unfortunately.
Yeah, I gotta start shaking it up. I'm speaking from like I'm doing more like what I want to happen. So from now on, I'm just gonna go with logic instead of what I actually want to happen. You know yourself, I don't want goddamn Enzo and Cass walking there.
Raw women's.
Like, my only hope is that Enzo dies halfway through the match and they gotta cancel it. That'd be good.
The next one's the Raw women's title match. It's an elimination
Oh
match.
my god. Okay, this match. Seriously, Raw, whatever you're doing, all you girls, every fucking one of you, Sasha, this Revolution, all you girls, Bayley, whatever the fuck that big old fat thing is, I don't even know her name, Charlotte, just go. Every one of you suck. I don't care what anybody says on the internet. I don't care what all the fans are chanting. Fucking one of their fucking finishers is a belly-to-belly suplex, man. Like, you all suck. You're the worst. Trish Stratus and Lita and Mae Young and Fabulous Moolah and fucking Beth Phoenix. They'd all fucking out-wrestle you. They'd out-talk you. You all suck. Every one of you. You're fucking overrated. You're all heaps of fucking garbage. Seriously, the worst part of Raw, even worse than fucking Titus O'Neil coming out and cutting a promo on Darren Young. And they're so hyped up. Everyone's, the commentary and the fucking company's like, oh, Revolution. They're fucking horrible. Every one of them.
I agree that Bayley. All right. I said this to you on Monday. I was like, dude, Bayley needs to take some money and go get some acting lessons. By she can't talk. She it's so bad, man.
She got Harry back too.
Well, she was just like, I remember when I was a little girl watching WrestleMania. I was like, oh god, like nothing she says flows together at all. Like, okay, god. We're here doing a podcast. Sometimes what we say doesn't flow, but. Listen,
we're not getting paid $250,000 a year.
We're not fucking professionals. She's supposed to be a professional wrestler who this is her job. She goes out there and that's what she's supposed to do. Listen, she comes off as like the worst, man. Honestly, I'd compare her acting to like a porn actress's acting. Just like, oh, my pizza is here. I better go get it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what she acts like. She got no flow. There's no realism to what she's saying at all. On the other hand, Charlotte probably is the best talker out of all of them.
Oh my god, no, she's so shit.
Fuck,
Charlotte's so bad.
Hear me out for a second.
Worst.
I'm saying out of the four of them, she's the best out of the four of them.
Oh my god.
Nia Jax should never speak anyway. So she's one of those.
Nia Jax needs to go up to fucking Beverly Hills and lose some fucking weight.
So she's got that big, like, menacing.
Nia Fats.
Come on. So she's supposed to be this big menacing figure, and then she starts talking, and she's like, "You girls, I'm gonna beat you," and I was like, "Oh god." Like, she should never talk, never speak. And Sasha Banks is on the same level. Bayley, man, she can't.
Oh my god. But when they started Raw with that, and here's the best part. Oh, did you see this? Anyone, did you watch this? I PVR'd it and watched like 3 times just to laugh at it. It's so simple. But at one point, Bayley's standing there, and she's like, and fucking Sasha comes out and starts cutting a promo. First of all, Charlotte came out and was rambling on about some old fucking shit about her daddy and fucking, I don't even know what she was talking about by it. Charlotte was just like, Charlotte looks more and more like goddamn He-Beast every fucking weekend. I don't know what that's on. She's on some kind of fucking goddamn opium or something.
Her and Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, her and Jinder Mahal are fucking taking the same thing because they're fucking gross looking all of a sudden. Like, oh, Jinder Mahal makes me want to puke when it looks at him. He looks like fucking an ugly version of Scott Steiner. Like,
he's like fucking veiny and stuff. And
yeah, like he's not even like, you're like, oh my god, like fuck, buddy, put a shirt on. But Charlotte's like Man Beast comes out. And she cuts this promo, and everything's going as per plan. They're basically sucking the fucking life out of the building. And Sasha comes out, or Sasha, whatever the fuck, and she's like, I'm going to take the title away from whatever, because I can beat you, Charlotte. And Bayley's standing the whole time mad awkward, by the way. She's like looking around like, and I'm like, okay. And then she says something like, I'm going to pin, or I'm going to take the title away from you too, Bayley. And Bayley looks at her like, because they're supposed to be friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, did you just say that? What? What? Like that? Try to act that out, like that little thing. Like, what did you just say? Did I hear that right? And just watch it. It's fucking retarded. She looks over, she's like, meh. I'm like, okay. Like, it's almost like, even the missus was watching, she's like, what is happening? I'm like you said, it's porn level. It's like fucking, it's actually like worse probably, isn't it? It's like worse than porn? I don't know if that's possible. Horrible. All those women need seriously just fucking, so bad. And what's up with Sasha fighting Charlotte all the time? I thought that was fucking done.
I don't know. So who's your pick?
Well, Bayley's losing it.
Yeah.
Because she's retarded. And she has a hairy back. And Sasha... Nia Jax ain't winning.
No.
Fuck no. Fuck, I don't think that's winning as a fucking coupon Taco Bell. Fucking, she ain't gonna win it. So, that's gonna be too busy driving all fucking Ultimate 4 pieces in her from KFC. And then, I don't know, fuck, I don't know. Who won last year at WrestleMania? There was a 3-way between Becky, Charlotte, and Sasha. Who won the match, do you know?
Charlotte, I think, didn't she?
Whoever didn't win last year is going to win this match. Charlotte or Sasha won last year. Sorry, I'm going to go with Sasha, only because Charlotte's had the belt like 75 million times, so I'm picking Sasha Banks to win this fucking thing.
I'm going to go with Charlotte, even though... Well, alright, we'll just leave it at that. Now we're getting to the semi-main event stuff, I guess. I guess we'll start with John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next one coming up here.
That's been a good feud.
I like it, man. The match, I don't think is going to blow away anybody, but the feud leading up to it was fucking hilarious. I was like, we were texting last night about it, I was dying laughing when he came out as fucking Daniel Bryan, and he was like, I can't eat meat, it hurts my tummy.
Oh, fuck. We're having a good laugh. Fucking, me and the missus were watching that. I'm having a good laugh. And then, the feud's super fucking personal. It's the best feud, it's the best build of any match going into this shit show, because it seems super personal, and it's been funny, and it's been intense. It's been every little, like, thing that you're supposed to have in a feud, you know what I mean? Like, it's had a little bit of everything. Nikki Bella is a fucking goddamn puppet, though, isn't she? Like, she doesn't do anything. At least Maurice fucking acting and talking and stuff. Last night, fucking Cena went on, like, a 15-minute rant, which was fucking, like, he just destroyed the fucking Miz in that rant, by the way. Like, ate her fucking big time. Nikki Bella just stood there, and at the very end, she picks it up, she's like, I come for you, bitch! And that was it. And I'm like, what? Like, she doesn't do anything, but the feud's been awesome. We all know that fucking Cena and Nikki is winning it. Yeah, and Cena's going to propose.
Yeah, there's no question that's happening. I can guarantee it. I'd bet money on it.
Like, I always loved the Cena promos the last, like, 10 years or whatever. Where it's fucking hilarious. Even with The Rock, everybody he fights, he has the same thing. So he comes out, and they're both in the ring, and the heel who he's facing always goes off first, right? And spends like 6-7 minutes just tearing Cena apart. And it's pretty good usually. Like, sometimes it's really good. And then Cena gets the last word all the time. This has been happening for like 10 years. And he absolutely, like, he's booked to do it, obviously, like, destroys the other fella. So everything that he said that seemed cool at the time is now gone. And then the other guy just stares at him the whole time and never says anything else. Like, there's never a rebuttal. It always ends with Cena just destroying you.
Well,
like, this feud is good, but, like, he actually, by poor old Miz, like, that total bullshit thing was funny, and he destroyed Cena, but Cena ate her on the mic last night, and I'm like, I was like, I think Miz should probably say something else. Like,
well, this is my one, like, flaw with that is, and Daniel Bryan pointed it out on Talking Smack, and I agree, is that it made Miz look almost too weak at the end when he just walked away, because I would have had it so, like, yeah, he might know he's going to lose against John Cena, but Cena's here talking about his wife, the way he's talking about Maurice. Like, I don't care who you are, buddy. You're standing up next to somebody, you're talking about his wife like that, he's going to punch you in the face. Like, I don't care if he's a good guy, bad guy, a wimp, or anything. Like, boy, if I'm standing up next to my wife and Brock Lesnar's there saying all this stuff about her, well, I'm going to be like, buddy, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care who you are. You need to stop talking about your wife like that, right? So, I think it made Miz seem way too weak to just walk away. Even if he attacked Cena and Cena beat him down, would have got and then he took off. But at least it would have made it. At least it would have made it seem like he's trying to stick up for his wife. At this point, he's walking away like, I don't care what he says about my wife. Like, you know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and it's weird too because normally, we know Cena's winning. Normally, like the SmackDown or the Raw before, whoever don't win gets the upper hand to make them look good before they lose. But you know, like he makes Miz look like fuck joke, and he's gonna beat him at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like it's really good. I look forward to that more. That was better than anything on Raw the last like 2 years. Like that segment. The segment was really well done. It made me want to see I actually want to see the match just for the shit show, and it is kind of personal. It's probably the one I'm looking forward to probably the most, just not for wrestling wise, like it was just gonna be just from like a storyline standpoint. I mean, it's a good storyline, and so I'm going for I want Miz and Maurice to win just to shut the fucking John Cena up,
but it's not
and his old fucking wife there, but that's not gonna happen, is it?
No, there's not a chance John Cena and Keith Ellers losing at WrestleMania. That's not happening.
Especially to fucking Maurice and the Miz, like this. Yeah. So this is the thing. Like I say, most of these matches are super predictable. There's only like 2 I got in mind that aren't, but we'll continue on, and then we can see. So that one's out of the way. We're both picking Cena and Bella, so we've only disagreed still on the old boring Corbin fucking match.
And the tag titles and the women's title.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Next one is Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles.
AJ Styles definitely wins D.
Yeah, I agree with it. AJ Styles wins that hands down, I think. It's going to be some crazy spots, but AJ Styles pointed out last night on SmackDown, this is not like a hardcore match or falls can anywhere. It's just a regular match.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, so hopefully he changes that for Sunday, because well, shout out to Shane McMahon's punches, too, which is the worst in wrestling history.
Yeah.
They're fucking lame as fuck. But, I don't know, we've talked about this, there's not really much to talk about with the match and the build-up, because we've talked about it on previous podcasts,
Yeah, but
I don't think anyone is ecstatic about it, nobody wants to see, Shane McMahon's basically being a McMahon. He's inserting himself into a big match at Mania with AJ Styles. Nobody really wants to see it, I don't think, but people are going to give it a chance. It should be a good match. I think it's probably going to steal the show. I've said that the last podcast, too. It'll probably be the most memorable match on the show.
But you think it's going to
AJ Styles is so goddamn good.
You think it's going to hurt that it's not got any kind of stipulation? It's just a regular match?
Oh, they got to give it a stipulation on, before Sunday. If it's just a regular match, I'm taking that. No, it won't be the best. It won't be the most memorable match. If this is just a regular match, how horrible idea. All Shane McMahon is known for is stunts. That's it. That's all he's known for. He's only known for one thing, and that's doing stupid shit in those disqualification matches. Why would you put him in a match, in a regular wrestling match? That'd be a horrible fucking idea. The worst. I'm assuming they're going to change it. No, they got to.
I don't know. They were kind of pushing home to the fact that it's not going to be. It's going to be a straight up wrestling match, and that's why Styles has the upper hand.
Oh my god. I don't know. There's not a lot of competition on the show for good matches, so I'll still stand by the fact that I got faith in Styles. Whatever he does at Mania, he's just so goddamn good. He'll make something out of this, man. And he's so good that he'll make it better than anything else on the show. I can't see AJ Styles I don't care who he's facing, not having the best match on a wrestling card. And
I got a funny feeling
Roman Reigns are there.
I got a funny feeling that Styles is gonna win, and he's gonna beat down Shane after the match, or try to. Shane's gonna get the upper hand on him, then he's gonna do some crazy thing where he jumps through a table or something.
Yeah, probably. The whole match needs to be like that. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're doing this straight wrestling match storyline.
All right, next one is so both of us are going for Styles. Next one is the non-sanctioned match between Triple H and Seth Rollins.
Okay, you can go on this. I don't even know what's going on here, so you might as well just take the lead on that, because I don't even know what the fuck's happening. To be honest, I don't know what it is.
Well, it's just a non-sanctioned. It's going to be a street fight basically, but well, I think we can all pretty much guarantee that Samoa Joe is interfering. That's the whole point. And seems to be the rumor going around online is that Finn Balor is making his return and stopping Joe, and they're gonna.
That makes no sense.
I know.
At all.
All right, we'll just get to that in a second, and then it's gonna kick off a feud between Joe and Balor. But yes, it makes no sense because Seth Rollins is the one who injured Balor in the first place. So why would he come help him?
That story makes no sense.
Yeah, but when has WWE ever tried to make sense with anything like that? They'll just throw him in there just because. You know what I mean? I'm going with Rollins. Like, they got it built up to the fact where he's injured and he's the underdog and he's got to fight his way up to beat Triple H. If he loses, it's going to seem so anticlimactic. It's going to seem so stupid. So what was the point of him, like, fighting from adversity and being injured and stuff if he's just going to go and lose?
Yeah. I don't fucking know. Like, I'm going to pick Triple H just because, like I said to you, this is also the same person that beat Sting in his first match in WWE, and nobody predicted that. And everyone was like, well, Sting's obviously got to win his first match. Now you're fighting Triple H, you know. There's two things that can happen here. For me, there's two options. There's either going to be a really good match, or it's going to be a shitty match. And I know that sounds simplistic, but for different reasons. It could be if Seth Rollins is wrestling with the injury angle, where he's hobbling around the whole match, and Triple H is going after his leg, and all they're talking about is his leg, and fucking it's an injury match, like, you know that type of match that we've seen up before?
Yeah.
Like the wrestler is hurt kind of match? It's gonna suck. Like, I hate those kind of matches. It's boring. Like, if that's the angle they're going for, which it looks like it is, where the whole goddamn match won't be a shit show, it'll just be Rollins' leg, and he'll hobble around, and he can never get... It's basically an excuse that he don't have to do much, is all it's going to be. So he don't have to do a lot of high-risk offense and stuff because his legs hurt. And if you go for that, if he's actually still hurt and that's the approach that they're taking, the match is going to be just a regular old street fight that you've seen a million times. If he's actually okay and this is all an angle, and he comes out and wrestles and they just go at it, and this whole leg thing isn't the story of the match, I think it's going to be a good match. So I don't know what we're getting here because we don't know if Rollins is still actually hurt or not. But like I say, the whole thing about the leg, if that's where they're going, those matches fucking suck, man. It's like, there's no, like, and then he doesn't have to do anything because he got an excuse. It's like, Rollins tries to climb the top rope, he's going for a 450, oh, his leg, he won't do it, he can't do it. And then, like, yeah, if that's where they're going, I'm like, no.
I guarantee that's where they're going. They're going to do that, and at the end of it, he's going to overcome his pain and, you know what I mean, do something to beat Triple H.
Yeah, but I think Joe's going to interfere and cost Rollins the match, which is going to lead to a Rollins and Joe feud, which makes way more sense than Balor and Joe, which makes no sense at all. Rollins and Joe feuding for a couple of months makes total sense to me. Because he's Triple H's henchman and Rollins hates Triple H, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking that's where they're going just because that's the logical next step. But
I'd rather see Balor attack Owens after the Jericho Owens match and go after the US title against Owens. That'd be a deadly feud.
That makes way more sense, don't it?
Yeah.
Like, someone's coming back at Mania, maybe Balor is, but usually they save the comebacks for the Raw next night. So
Might be.
I don't know, but either way, I'm picking Triple H, even though I hate the little cocksucker. But
Alright, we're down to
Triple H on account of fuckery, I guess I could say.
I'll go Rollins. Just, you know, we're down to the last three matches, so we'll go with the.
There's still three more matches.
Yeah, we'll go with the non-title one, the Roman Reigns versus the Undertaker. No. They should call this the yard match.
Yeah, it should be. There should be
the big dog versus the big dog.
All right, anyone, if you think that Undertaker's
yard.
dog yard match, anyone that thinks that the Undertaker's corniness has peaked like years ago, wrong.
Oh yeah, he's horrible.
Have you not? If you watch Raw,
last night was horrible.
What the fuck was that? I said before, like 6 months ago, I'm like, the problem is Undertaker's a mad legend, but I'm finding myself laughing at him. And you shouldn't laugh at legends. Like, goddamn Wayne Gretzky comes out to drop the puck at center ice in a hockey game. If fans are laughing, that's usually a good sign, but... So, I don't want to, because I do respect the Undertaker, but I'm finding myself laughing at him because you've seen Raw, obviously.
Well, it was mad...
What?
It was mad awkward when he's standing there with his hands up in the air. And there's like these thunder sounds, and he's there for 2 or 3 minutes, man. Nothing's happening, and he slowly, like, awkwardly just lowers his hands, and the lights go out. I was like, what is happening?
Like, Roman Reigns didn't even do anything. He just stared at him.
They're standing looking at each other like, what do we do now?
Yeah, it was mad awkward. Like, I'm expecting Roman Reigns I actually thought in my head, like, during his whole thing, like, you know how you don't interrupt the Undertaker? It's respect thing and stuff. I thought he was just going to spear his ass in the middle of it. And I'd be like, how dare he disrespect Taker and all this whole shit. No! He just stood there and watched him. He was like, this is cool.
It's like somebody, Mr. Q as well. Like, he had his hands up in the air for way too long. You know what it reminded me of? You seen Talladega Nights, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
When Ricky Bobby's he has an interview and he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
Oh,
he's like, his hands are up in his face everywhere. That's what it kind of
went on and on.
Because his hands are up in the air and he's like, I don't know what to do right now.
Yeah, and then for some reason, Roman Reigns is actually just kind of like staring at him, like,
yeah.
That was magic.
Can we turn the lights on?
There's a video that leaked online too, showing the Undertaker's magic powers of just appearing, which is him crawling up from underneath the ring.
Like,
fucking.
It's funny too because he didn't even do it gracefully. He did it like a fucking lumbering monster, man. He was like, almost fell over and stuff, and kind of just rolled into the ring.
He looks fucking horrible.
That match.
His body looks.
That match, I think, is going to be an absolute fucking shit show. I tell you right now, I think that might be the worst match of the night.
Alright, you do know that fucking there's a match out here with fucking old John Cena and Nikki Bella.
Yeah, I still think it's going to be the most slowest, plodding, just like dumb match, man. I got a funny feeling. You know how this match is going, right? Reigns going to hit her with like 67 Superman punches. And Taker's going to keep sitting up, and Reigns going to keep Superman punching him, going, hoo-ha, 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 and just punching him. And just punching him in the face while he's, like, jerking off his arm or whatever he does. And he's going to keep hitting him. And that's what's going to be. And then finally...
it's just going to be a finisher fest. Yeah, there's not going to be no actual wrestling.
No, finally Reigns is going to spear him through a table or something, or through an announce table. And he's going to roll him back in the ring, and he's going to beat him, and everybody's going to be like, it took 57 Superman punches and a spear through the table to beat The Undertaker, and that's what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
So, my pick is Reigns. Because I think The Undertaker.
I'm gonna go with Taker, just because it's more fun if we pick different stuff, and I actually don't really know who's gonna win, so I'll just go with Taker, because that way, like, we can say like, Roman Reigns. They're pushing him to fuck, but like he won the belt in the main event of Mania last year. Actually, you know what's funny? There was a story that came out like a few weeks ago, and you probably read it, that said the plan going forward for the next year was for Lesnar to win the belt and hold on to it, and then Reigns take it off him next WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it would be the defining moment where he finally gets his moment and he's handed like the new face of the company crown and all that. Didn't that just happen last year? Didn't Roman Reigns win in front of 101,000 people the world title last year?
And got booed.
And beat Triple H?
And got booed.
Like, yeah, so why they're saying that like it's never happened before. Like, finally Vince is going to do it where Roman Reigns has his moment. It's going to be a big deal. Well, that all just happened, man. Like, Roman Reigns just literally won the main event of WrestleMania in front of, like, apparently 745,000 people at fucking AT&T Stadium. So I don't understand where that's going, but... this feud has been fucking garbage. Anyone that's buying into this feud is just a gullible wrestling fan. Like, this only started like 3 weeks ago.
There's no real feud.
There's no feud at all. It's just fucking crap.
They're like, this is my yard. This is my yard. I'm the big dog.
Yeah, it's a feud over yards. That's what the feud's over? Yard?
Yeah.
Like, it's just... But, like, I know that there's... Like, when they show up in the ring, there's fans like, holy shit. Like, anyone that's buying into this, you're the reason why WWE stays in business, because you'll watch anything. This feud has been fucking crap, man. Honestly, tell me anything good that's happened. Like, I'll listen. I'm willing to argue with anybody. Tell me anything. Anyone. Go on our website, Ringside Reality, write in the comment section, name something good that's fucking happened in this feud. It's been an embarrassment. There's nothing happening. It's fucking crap. Undertaker shouldn't even be wrestling, Johnny. You knows that.
Oh, yeah.
But, I'll give Roman Reigns credit. On pay-per-views, he's got a good track record. I know everybody hates him and stuff, and I fucking shit on him. But he pulled a fucking 4-star match at the goddamn Big Show last year. He can have good matches, and I don't think it's going to be as bad as what you said it was. I think it's still going to be a decent match because Reigns is pretty agile for a guy his size, and his moves do look kind of cool. Like, he makes it look okay. But it's not going to be a good match, but it won't be... I think it's just going to end up being like they'll make it... It's Taker at Mania. Reigns is pretty good in the ring. Like, I think they'll do something.
This falls into the same category as Shane versus AJ for me, that it should almost have a stipulation, because Undertaker's got to wrestle just a match. There's no stipulation.
Oh my God.
Like last year, at least he had to Hell in a Cell that he could, it kind of hit away that he can't actually do a match anymore. No, not this time. He's gonna actually work a match against Reigns. There's no DQ. He can't use weapons. He can't, everybody's flaws are gonna come out in this one, I think, man.
Let's take it over under. I'll bet anybody $5 that's listening to the show if you want to bet me. Is Taker going to do the over-the-top rope dive like he used to?
Jesus.
He does that. Buddy, if he does that,
he'll die.
We're not worthy. Imagine if he he'll die. He's dead, man. Well, he's already dead, isn't he?
Well, he'll die again, I guess. I don't know.
Alright, so you're going with Reigns, I'm going with Taker, even though I kind of think Reigns is going to win, but I'm just going to go with Taker for fun. Alright. Because it makes it more fun.
So here comes the WWE title match.
Boring! Right. Or wait, what?
Bray Wyatt.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what? Oh, that's...
okay. Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton is what I'm trying to say here.
Oh, okay, sorry. I apologize for the...
So, who you got in this one? I'm going to say Orton.
I don't know. I was into this feud up until like 2 weeks ago, and it's gone mad downhill.
This one here. Okay, so this is what I said to you last night. So in a company where kayfabe is almost completely dead, really, the boss is out there stabbing graves with like crosses, and there's like fucking red flames coming from the ground, and there's like supernatural powers that nobody actually has supernatural powers in. Like, what's he talking about? He said he's taking Bray Wyatt's powers away from him. Listen, come on. What actual powers does Bray Wyatt have? I haven't seen him do anything supernatural other than just appearing in the ring and disappearing. Is that a power? Like, but Undertaker does that. I mean, I don't know what
I guess hiding underneath the ring for the whole show until it's your cue to come out is considered supernatural.
I don't know what they're fighting. Like, what's this power that Sister Abigail gives him? The power to lose every feud he's ever been in his whole life?
It makes no fucking sense. They had a good feud going where it was personal, where Orton was part of the Wyatt family, and he devised his plan over a 6-month period to fucking crumble the Wyatt family. That was all good. It actually worked. Harper left. He broke up the Wyatt family. Wyatt should be coming at him with personal shit, and it should be like, at this point, it should be all of it. It shouldn't be about goddamn fucking ghosts and demons and red mist and fucking all this old fucking supernatural shit. Like, he just broke up the Wyatt family. He planned it for 6 months. This should be a personal feud. Like I said, the last couple of weeks, I've kind of just like...
I agree.
It lost all its steam.
Yeah, they should have really focused on the fact that Orton infiltrated the Wyatts, and he, like you said, devised this big plan to get into the Wyatts and take them down from the inside and break them up and all this kind of stuff. But now, like, even him burning down Abigail's fucking shack or whatever she had there, even that I could see just because he's taking a stab at him. It's almost like when you used to do the whole angle back in the day where he used to break into their houses and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I thought that was like a one-time thing, though, and I didn't know that was where the feud was going.
But then the next week after that,
story.
Yeah, the next week after that, you got Wyatt at her gravesite, like covering his face in her ashes and stuff. Oh, and then this week you got him like stabbing the grave with the cross and all this stuff. It's so weird, man.
They should put out a fucking movie called How to Kill a Feud in 10 Days. Because that's what they did with this. Like, they had it all working for them.
See, it's the kind of stuff, I expect this kind of stuff in different federations or like different, wrestling companies that do this kind of stuff. I don't, it's not bad when it belongs, you know what I mean? So, for example, like last week we were talking about Lucha Underground. In Lucha Underground, it's built up that they have, like, supernatural stuff. Like, that's the story, right? So you got, like, demons and you got, people who have supernatural powers and this kind of stuff. But that's how the story's built. That's how the show is done, right? When something like that happens on the show, you're not like, that's stupid. They make it, it's the story that's how it's built, right? Here, they're running this supernatural stuff at the same time that they're actually running it, that it's a business and like an actual wrestling show. So you're expecting me to believe
like they can't decide. They don't know what they are. Like they can't decide what they want to be or something.
Yeah, so you're expecting me to believe that Triple H is actually saying that he runs behind the scenes and they're showing us behind the scenes stuff, and then next night there's some guy with supernatural powers from beyond the grave and all this stuff. That doesn't fly with me, man. Like they don't, like I said, you don't know what kind of show they're running here. Is it supposed to be real? Is it supposed to be fake? Do you have kayfabe? Do you not have kayfabe? Like, I don't understand.
Well, they're half and half. Like, they're half kayfabe, half not. Like, the internet broke kayfabe and just destroyed it and flushed it down the toilet, but it was still there. But since the network has completely killed what the network has finished what the internet started. The internet started it, but like, fuck Johnny. The network is like, they show shit on that, which everybody that's a wrestling fan has, like WWE 24, for example. where they show you rehearsing the fucking entrances and like the backstage hugs after the matches. Like, they show this content on the network all the time. So kayfabe's dead, but like I said, then you see some old fella out in the fucking middle of the woods somewhere.
Like, burn bodies and gain inner powers and stuff. Like, I don't...
And like, fucking Wyatt is a fucking joke. Like, Wyatt's been there like, what, 5 years or something maybe? 4 years?
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be this eater of worlds and all this old shit. And he's supposed to be, what is it, the new face of darkness or fear or whatever the fuck he is?
New face of fear, yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, what Randy Orton did last week, and he's not even an eater of worlds or a new face of fear. What he did a couple weeks ago with the house, that's more diabolical and more sinister than anything Bray Wyatt ever did. Name one fucking thing this guy has done that is like shocking and go, oh my god, he's fucking savage. Like, he's so diabolical. What has he ever done in 4 years besides just attack people in the ring randomly?
Do you remember?
He doesn't even.
Do you remember
like,
when do you remember when him and the Wyatt family kidnapped the Undertaker and Kane and apparently stole Undertaker's powers of like being able to create fake lightning or whatever it was?
That's not.
And then he lost to him like immediately afterwards, and apparently
that's
lost
not
his
like.
powers.
Yeah, like that's stupid. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, these characters like Kane, Wyatt, and Undertaker and stuff. Okay, Kane fucking hung old Stephanie McMahon from a goddamn crucifix, and he tried to embalm Steve Austin on the plane to suck his blood out of his fucking body, man. Then you had Kane, who was literally burning people alive, man.
Yeah.
Literally.
He caught JR on fire.
Yeah, he caught on fire 2 weeks after Undertaker tried to literally embalm Steve Austin on national television. That was their characters. What the fuck has Wyatt done? He's that character. He's that type of character. And he hasn't done anything. I thought about it the other day. I'm like, I can't remember one thing he did where I was like, oh my god. Fucking Orton. What he did was more fucking psycho than anything Bray Wyatt's done. I don't know who's going to win yet.
I'm going to say Orton. I think Wyatt's Listen.
Paper champion?
Oh, for sure, man. Like, I liked him winning the title, but what has he done since, though? I mean, it's only been a month, yes, but...
He hasn't even showed up. That's another thing. He hasn't had any rich... So, all he did was pin him down to some old back room somewhere and show him some old fucking DX symbol or whatever the fuck that thing is. Like... That's another thing. Wyatt's a pussy. He hasn't done anything. So, fucking Buddy burns his house down. The next week, instead of attacking Randy Orton in the parking lot or something and throwing him through a goddamn window like fucking Shane McMahon, Buddy just shows up at the burn site and rubs his face with dirt. Like, he hasn't even countered. Did I miss a SmackDown or something? Because has he even done anything to Randy Orton?
Last week, he had like his followers hold on to Orton.
Yeah, but
that's when he gave him that cross thing. But he didn't attack.
Yeah, but he gave him a speed. You know, that's what I mean. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, how stupid is that? Like, Buddy burns your fucking place down, and like I remember you saying to me at the SmackDown after, you're like, "Oh, Wyatt's gonna," like it was something along the lines of "Holy Revenge Tonight" or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna. 4 weeks have gone by. He hasn't even fucking done anything to Orton. Like, he's a paper champion. I agree. Orton's going to win because Wyatt's fucking... His character is shot anyway. His character's been shot since he fucking lost old Fandango last year by.
Well, in my opinion, what I would have done to book this match, like, I would have started a little bit longer, like a little while ago, and started to build up a bit more. But why not give it a stipulation?
Well, the match has been building forever, but...
No, I mean, this whole, like... I would have given it a bit more of a stipulation. Maybe have, like you said, Wyatt hasn't really done anything diabolical. Why didn't he have, after he burnt down Sister Abigail's shack or whatever, why didn't have Wyatt's followers, I don't know, kidnap Randy Orton and bury him alive? Right? Like, that's diabolical. Then Randy Orton gets out somehow, and then has, I don't know, fucking casket match at Mania.
But could have done anything again.
Wouldn't that be a bit more diabolical, or a buried alive match or something? Like,
well, that's what I mean. Like, this whole feud's been like that. Orton is clearly more sadistic than Wyatt ever was, even though Wyatt's supposed to be the sadistic one. But Orton is the one that's sadistic, and they're gonna go in there and chain wrestle and do headlocks in a 30-minute match.
Yeah,
after all this, like,
makes no sense.
Oh, arm drag, collar and elbow tie up.
He's supposed to have all these supernatural powers and stuff, but they're going in and
wrestle. Where the fuck did he get them?
I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. So they're going to go and just have a regular wrestling match. I don't...
Well, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, I'm assuming, like, it's not going to be good, because, first of all, I always found Wyatt, like, he kind of always bored me a little bit anyway, to be honest. So him, I like Randy Orton, but he needs to be paired against the right person.
Yeah, he's got his own style.
Yeah, like he's not like AJ Styles or Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart or someone who would just go out and wrestle anybody. He's a good fucking wrestler, but you know what I mean. He needs that right opponent, and when he has the right opponent, dude's off the hook. Like he can put on 4 or 5 star matches, but he needs like he's not the wrestler broomstick guy. You know what I mean? Like he's the guy that needs like a certain type of individual to wrestle, and unfortunately Wyatt ain't. I hope to God Wyatt, that fat tub of fucking shit, loses the belt and goes back to jobbing the old fucking Titus O'Neil on Raw in a couple months or something. Like they've killed him, and it's not even. It's their fault, man. They've killed the Wyatt character over the last. Like I'm just supposed to forget what a jobber he's been for the last 2 years. Everything I'm saying right now is not like, oh, I'm just being fucking cruel to Wyatt. He's a fucking loser, man. Like you've done it to yourself. The guy's a fucking joke. So I hope I actually want Orton to win too, by the way, because Wyatt is champion now.
Well, it has no appeal to me. Like, I didn't mind him winning it at the time, but I was like, I didn't really do nothing with him afterwards, so it's not really.
No, I didn't. There's rumors that Styles might go to Raw, which will kill SmackDown, because he's like pretty much carrying that fucking show. But I hope they do, and it's not like I'm super excited for it, but I would assume that Randy Orton's going to win, and Orton and Styles are going to start a program. Which could lead to some good shit.
Yeah.
If Wyatt wins, oh god.
So now we're on to
If Wyatt wins, you're getting more fucking promos from the back in the old dark locker room where he's talking about old snakes in the grass coming out and sucking the blood of the demons of the worlds and shit. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about that time.
So we're both going with Orton on that one. So now we're on to the main event.
Oh. This is the worst main event in fucking wrestling history.
So it's funny because the site I'm looking at even got a typo. It actually says that Brock Lesnar is a champion already.
Already?
I think
that's worse than when.
I think they gave.
Hold on, I don't want to cut you off. That's worse than when they showed old Pete Rose getting tombstone the other night.
Oh yeah.
It said 1997. I was like, why that in 98?
Yeah. The guys are off by a year.
Fucking WrestleMania in 97 was old fucking. WrestleMania 13 with old Steve Austin back. Yeah. Like, okay. And it didn't even go away, the 1997 logo. It stayed there the whole time. I'm like, alright. Anyway, continue. Sorry, I just wanted to get that in.
Yeah, so the site I'm looking at here says WWE Universal Title, Brock Lesnar champion versus Goldberg.
This is the worst match. So did you hear what Goldberg has been saying on fucking interviews the last couple of days?
With Agent Christian, where he said he's miserable.
Yeah, where he said he goes to the bathroom 412 times a day and he's miserable and he's only doing it for his stupid fucking kid. You hear that?
Yeah, and how he's
stupid
like
kid.
He's like sore and he hates training and he hates all this stuff. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you, sound like he's fucking suicidal. He goes there, imagine what a WrestleMania moment, but he blows his fucking head off in the middle of the ring before the match starts. He got a gun in his trunk.
Comes out with old noose, hangs himself in old Titantron or something.
She makes the old big boss man hanging himself look PG, but he actually literally hangs himself in the middle of the ring.
He does old fucking, what's his face? Hawk from old Legion Doom, whatever. Remember he jumped off?
Actually, yeah. Did you see the setup so far? It looks fucking amazing.
Apparently, it's a roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, like it looks like the best one maybe ever. Like I was complaining about how they don't change it too sometimes, but this setup for Mania looks awesome. But yes, it gives Goldberg lots of places to climb, don't it?
Jump off. Goodbye, cruel world.
If nobody knows what we're talking about, Goldberg did an interview with old Edge and Christian fucking podcast or whatever. I didn't even already had one.
They just started it.
Anyway, fucking. Goldberg hates himself and his life and everything. The only thing he likes in his life is his kid and wife. He's like, I'm miserable, boy. He's like, I get up in the morning. He's like, I trains and I'm hurt. He's like, I do a spin kick and I tear me fucking quad or something.
He said he's stressed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, what's that about? He only shows up once a month.
He's stressed all the time, he said. I'm like, what the fuck's he got to be stressed about? I don't understand. Like, okay, so he comes back at Survivor Series. They gives him like a minute and a half match. So then he's off until Royal Rumble or something, wasn't it? He comes out the Royal Rumble.
He throws Buddy out in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, he comes out the Royal Rumble and he barely does anything. Then he takes on Owens. That's another 45 seconds or whatever it was.
That wasn't even a match.
So what's he got to be stressed about? So they're basically feeding him the title, putting him in the main event scene, giving him all these fucking paydays for doing nothing. So I don't know what he's got to be stressed about by it. Like, guys like AJ Styles and John Cena and fucking Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, all these guys are the guys who should be stressed out. These are the fellas that got the company on their back, and they got to wrestle fucking 350 days a year to try to keep their fucking business going. But he walks in and just takes over. This fella just walks in, takes over, and just, now I'm champion now. I'm going to get these fucking huge
And
paydays.
apparently he doesn't even want to... And the best thing is, so The Rock comes back, and people always said, like, CM Punk and stuff were bitching about taking a spot. But The Rock actually enjoys it. Like, say what you want about him, he loves coming back. He's the biggest movie star on the fucking planet. And he liked coming back. Apparently, Goldberg doesn't even want to be there, man. So, let me get this straight. Not only is this old 52-year-old furt that can't even walk in, he concussed himself. He gave himself fucking concussion back on the fucking door. He can't even, he's coming out and stealing a spot from younger guys who could main event Mania. That's bad enough, but he doesn't even want to be there.
And he's miserable.
The whole time.
He's miserable and stressed out about it. Like,
how is he stressed out? He's only wrestled 4 minutes in the last 6 months.
Boy, he's only wrestled 4 minutes in the last fucking 12 years.
She's mad stressed out. He's like, boy, how about instead of fucking headbutting doors and give yourself a goddamn concussion on the way to the ring, hear what he said about fucking, he forgot his words because he knocked himself out?
Yeah.
Oh, what is his IQ? Like 4, 5, 6, something like that? Buddy, I don't know anyone. The stupidest person I know is on the fucking planet, and I know there's a few people that are pretty dumb. Ain't nobody I ever met dumb enough who knocked themselves out, Johnny.
No.
Like, you gotta be pretty dumb to knock yourself out. Like, you're a fucking meathead. You are the definition of a meathead. If you're so stupid, you knock yourself out, man, and willingly. It's not like he ran into something that didn't know was there. Like, oh shit, there's steel beams there. Oh, and you knocked it. No, willingly knocked yourself out.
10 seconds before you had to go out and cut a promo from a fucking live audience.
This is the worst. This is gonna be the worst main event
in history.
I'm calling it now.
WrestleMania
in WrestleMania history, because every match of it, this is gonna make Bam Bam versus LT look like Cena versus Punk at Money in the Bank. This is seriously the worst main event of all time. It's gonna be, because I look back at the WrestleMania main events, and I'm gonna be honest with you, even the shitty matches, they went out there for like 20 minutes. Bam Bam and LT went like 21 minutes. I seen there when I was
even that. I mean, it's a shit main event, but at least they tried. I mean, LT at least.
But he wrestled.
Yeah, this is gonna be. This can go either one of two ways. Is what I see. I can see it being a total just like Lesnar squashes him, and it's over, or it goes 10-15 minutes and it's an abso-fucking-lutely shit show. Just like, this is going to make Lesnar and Goldberg 1, like the first match, seem like a fucking 5-star masterpiece. Because, I mean, the crowd shit on that because it was garbage.
Well, yeah, but that match wasn't even, like, the actual wrestling wasn't even that bad in that match. Like, it was only, like, a couple stars. But, like, they actually did wrestle, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, the crowd just didn't like it. Well, for the first 5 minutes, they stood there and just stared at each other. Guaranteed it. Man, this is going to do the same thing, man. They're going to stand around the ring. They're going to stare at each other.
They're going to get booed. Oh, I don't want to just predict the match. I think they're going to get shit on again. Because I think everybody knows that they got shit on at the last WrestleMania like 12 years ago. And wrestling fans are dicks. And they're already turned on Goldberg because they're realizing he's fucking hunk shit. But they're dicks, and I think they're going to shit on him just because it'll be the cool thing to do. Like, oh, the second time at Mania they got shit on too. Do you think that they're going to get fucking... I think they're going to get booed out of the fucking building.
Well, I think especially when the match starts. So, I think they'll cheer for their entrances and stuff. When they're in the ring, they'll cheer. Yeah. But you give it like... This is saying that the match is going to go to an actual full-length match. Let's say 10-15 minutes. I give it like 5-minute mark, and people are going to be like, what the fuck is this? They're going to be like, this is garbage, and just start booing. Because I got a funny feeling it's going to be the same thing, man. Staring at each other, locking up, pushing each other around, staring at each other, locking up, pushing each other around, headlock, push them off to the ropes, give them a shoulder block, then stare at each other for a little bit. That's what's going to be, man. I can guarantee it's going to be them just like doing moves, big like power moves, and then staring at each other. Power moves, stare at each other. And then it's going to come down to Lesnar winning, obviously. Lesnar's going to fucking spear him, F5, beat him, and everybody's going to be like, what the fuck did I just watch here? And Vince is going to back like, this is perfect, and everybody's going to be like...
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to go. Fuck. I don't know. Like, is there? I agree, man. Like, it's gonna be a fucking garbage. Like, it's just it sucks because the idea of the match on paper, like the latest Goldberg interview, just the fact he did that like 4 days before Mania. Like, if I was Vince, I'd pull him and be like, what the fuck's your problem? Like, that kind of sucked the life out of the match for me a little bit, being a smirk and reading fucking podcast interviews, but, like, knowing that he's not even into it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it makes it kind of like, fuck you, guy. Like, I haven't even hated on him. I didn't even like Goldberg back in his prime, but honestly, on this podcast, I never really hated on Goldberg. But now I'm like, you know what, fuck you. Like, you're not even happy. You don't want to be there. You're a fucking miserable prick. You don't even want to do any of the matches. And it just kind of takes the shit out of it even more. For me, I don't know. I look back, like I said, I can't think of any match. This is going to be the worst main event in fucking wrestling history or WrestleMania history.
It must piss off the wrestlers, too. I mean, you got guys like Daniel Bryan who wants to be there and can't. Or like Edge who had to retire early because he got his neck.
Dude, you know what guys like Tyler Breeze and Fandango would do? Like, if someone said you could main event Mania next year, I guarantee you, man, they'd fucking go through lengths that you wouldn't believe.
Any of them, really. Like, AJ Styles, even. Like, AJ Styles, I bet you, fuck, man, he'd loved it.
Who should be in the main event, by the way.
Yeah, come on. Like, that feller, Goldberg's in the main event, don't even want to. Guys like AJ Styles fucking would kill to be
man, AJ Styles, like, when he came out of SmackDown, like, I had it on mute, but I could see the crowd. Like, he's mad over, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's the most over person on the goddamn roster. And, like, he should be in the main event because, one, he's over. Two, he's putting on a fucking clinic.
And he's supposed to be a heel, for one. So, like, he's supposed to be hated, but he's not.
He's mad over. So, Brock Lesnar's winning, obviously. Because Goldberg's taking his ball and going to fuck home again. Where he just got paid upwards of, like, $2 million to wrestle a total of, by the time this match is over, 7-8 minutes, maybe. Not even. Fuck, not even that. Like, 5 minutes. Because I don't think this match is going to last very long. And... like, goodbye, Goldberg. Like I said, dude, go home. Fucking eat.
What do you think is going to be the actual end of the show? What do you think is going to be the ending shot? You think they're going to end with Lesnar with the title up and then it's cut, like, fade to black?
Yeah.
Or do you think they're going to have somebody come out and start something with Lesnar?
No.
No? You think
they don't do that. Well, they fucking never do that. Like, last year I ended with Reigns up in the rope. It's just going to end with Goldberg gets his revenge, and it's a story, and what's the World Wrestling Entertainment gonna do? Brock Lesnar is champion. They'll sell it as a big deal. Because who is, like, I don't even know who would be coming out. Like, man, honestly, like, Finn Balor's a good wrestler, but you can't have Finn Balor coming out. Like, that'll look retarded.
What if Reigns come out?
But it's, like, to set up next year's Mania?
Yeah.
Like they did with Cena and fucking Rock?
Yeah.
And they might, yeah.
I don't see that, though. I kind of see Lesnar bouncing around in the ring with the title in his hands, and that's how he ends it with, like fireworks.
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. Like, we're just assuming that's ending the show. I don't even know if that's ending the show.
I got a funny feeling what else is gonna end the show with?
I should. Yeah, like, I thought. Fuck, dude. Honestly.
Reigns and the Undertaker.
Like, Undertaker is. He really is Mr. WrestleMania. Like, I know Shawn Michaels had a lot of good matches made, but really, like, it's Taker. Fuck. There's no. When you hear the word WrestleMania, I don't know about you, but first person pops in my head is Undertaker. I'm just like, oh, that's his yard or whatever the fuck. He's garden. He's planting fucking garden. What did you say? He's out there fucking planting trees or something?
Because it cut.
That's SmackDown?
Because they were talking about, like, his yard, and then it cut to him, like, digging holes in the yard.
What is it? They're planting old tulips or something?
In his yard?
But, like, Vince obviously thinks Roman Reigns is the star of the show, and he's the biggest dog right now. And Taker, like, it wouldn't surprise me at all. It would not surprise me, because they know that Goldberg and Lesnar is going to go like 3 minutes, and they don't want that to end Mania, because that's a sour taste in everybody's mouth. So, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they put that on like second, third, last, and then had Reigns and Taker end the show. Which, logically, you know what? Probably ain't a bad fucking idea, bud. Because if you just travel from fucking Switzerland somewhere to see WrestleMania, and the last image you got is a 14-second match between Lesnar and Goldberg.
But we got that.
Not good.
We got it with Survivor Series.
Yeah, but Survivor Series was a little bit different because it was so. That was the first time it happened. We've seen it now at Rumble. We've seen it at Fastlane. How Goldberg can't wrestle more than a minute. Now it's old. At Survivor Series, that was cool because it was the first time it happened. We were like, "Holy shit! What just happened?" Cool. Then it happened again. Then it happened again. Now if it happens again in front of like 80,000 people, like, you know what I mean? Like, we've seen it in its incarnation. It manifested from Survivor Series, and it was good at the time. Unfortunately, you would have never predicted that's all he was ever going to do the whole time. Like, I figured he'd have a real match eventually, but no.
No. So,
but he's an old washed up fucking has-been by.
If Reigns and Undertaker go on last, I guess the last shot's going to be of Reigns standing tall.
Well, I predicted Undertaker to win.
You think the Undertaker stands tall at the end of WrestleMania?
Well, I think he's retiring. I think this is it, man. He's fucking fine. Have you not seen Buddy lately? Like, that can't be.
I still don't think he's going to lose. Even if he, I don't think he's going to win. Even if he loses, I think it might end with a shot of him in the ring, as if to say, like, this is my last shot, like my last time, whatever. They're not gonna have Undertaker beat Reigns. I can't see it, Ben. So you mean tell me this guy, who's supposed to be like the face of the company, the big dog, and the next big thing, and he's gonna get beat by like a 50-odd-year-old man who barely wrestles once a year or whatever? That's not really the best way to keep Reigns strong at this point. I think he beats Undertaker and they push him to the goddamn moon, even though nobody wants to see it. I think if Reigns beats Undertaker, he celebrates. Reigns leaves. Undertaker stands in the ring. The lights go down and all that shit. And here's the dong. And he leaves his fucking gloves in the ring and walks out. And that's it.
Well, you might be right. Like, I just think he's retired. I think he's done. Like, honestly, I know that. It's like one of those things where you've heard for like 10 years. I honestly think Undertaker's done, man. Like, I'm just looking at him. He's finished, I think. Whether it ends with Reigns winning and then a sign of respect at the end and Reigns kind of acknowledges him and tips the hat to him and walks away from the ring and leaves him in there to bask in the glory of the fucking audience. I don't know. Like,
I think at this point, they look at it the fact that Taker doesn't need to win. His legacy is not cemented in WrestleMania. His legacy is his legacy. He doesn't need to win at WrestleMania to finish off his, and maybe he's doing the job. Maybe he's doing the job for Reigns and passing the torch and that kind of fucking bullshit, right?
Reigns already had this is what I'm saying. He's already had the fucking goddamn torch passed to him like 5 times, man. But will we agree on this at least? If, because I think Undertaker's going to win. And I know that you're talking about pushing him to the moon and everything, but losing to Undertaker Mania is not a blemish on your record. Like, it doesn't de-push you to lose to Undertaker Mania. That's like just being in the goddamn match, which is one of the things that CM Punk was like pissed me off with a couple years ago. He's like, "Oh man, you're wrestling Undertaker at WrestleMania." Like, just being in the match means you're a huge star. You're huge. It's a big match. Like, you can lose and it's still okay, in my opinion, just because that's the mark. Every WrestleMania in the last 10 years, that's what I mean. He's the real Mr. WrestleMania, because that's the match. But will we agree? And I can't believe that they wouldn't do this. If he fucking pinned The Undertaker, because he's already hated, if he pinned The Undertaker at WrestleMania, already a heel, basically, they have to go ahead and turn him heel completely, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
You can't have him beat the fucking goddamn Undertaker, a legend, in his yard at WrestleMania, nonetheless. Come at next night on Raw as a face, can you? Like, he's gonna get booed. Like, you think he's getting booed now? Wait till he pins the fucking Undertaker, man. So, and he was heelish on Raw last week, so do you think there's... Yeah. So if he does he go heel?
He has
to. He got to almost, doesn't he?
Well,
there's no coming back from beating that.
He needs to come out on Raw the next night and be like, well, I won the Royal Rumble. I've main evented WrestleMania 3 times now. I've beat the Undertaker and all this kind of stuff. He needs to be a cocky asshole at this point.
I actually thought he gave a pretty good promo on Raw there last week.
He did, because he was cutting it as a heel.
Yeah, because he'd been a little dick or whatever.
Right.
So your prediction is the last match. Well, yeah, we're talking about this like if it was the last match, but I agree with you what you said. I'm pretty sure Goldberg Lesnar would probably be the last match, though.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're kind of just like spitballing.
We'll see. Yeah, it can be.
Goldberg and Lesnar are probably gonna be the last match. Either way, it's WrestleMania. I'm excited. I'm a wrestling fan, and no matter how much we sit here and bitch and stuff, and we say good things too, by the way, people. It's not all negative, so fuck off. But we do say nice things for some people, don't we?
Yeah,
like, you're being nice to Nikki Bella.
I want to see it. It's not like all right. It's not like I'm gonna fuck WrestleMania. I'm excited to see it.
You're jacked, aren't you? Don't lie. Tell the audience how So I'm pretty fucking excited. I can't wait for Sunday, to be honest. I'm like, fuck, got a kid.
Well, I got my whole day planned out. Like I said, I was saying to my wife there last week, I was like, boy, Sunday, don't be talking to me. Don't tell everybody.
You got a wife?
Yes, I do. Tell everybody, they're like, don't call me. I'm getting me beer. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm watching wrestling. I'm ordering pizza in. And, like, I'm not even fucking doing nothing. I'm just planting my ass on that couch and not leaving until it's over. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Of course you are.
I was I'm gonna watch the Hall of Fame Friday night.
Me too.
I don't know. It's iffy about the NXT takeover Saturday night. I might not be able to see it until probably Monday or early Sunday if I get time before Mania or whatever, because I'm supposed to be going out Saturday night maybe. So we'll see about that. But I mean, we'll see what happens there with the Hall of Fame stuff, because I was watching an interview, that fucking Corey Graves interview with Kurt Angle last night, and Kurt Angle said that apparently Vince got plans for him after the Hall of Fame. So I don't know. He said, he's like, I'm not sure if that's like an ambassador role or if I'm going to be on the show.
Oh no, it can't. So. Well, didn't it come out, like, it came out a few weeks ago that he's going to be on Raw the night after, didn't it?
I'm not sure. I didn't see it. I didn't read it.
Oh, well, apparently, like, he's going to be a new Raw GM, is basically.
Oh, I heard that too, but I thought that was just a rumor or something.
Well, I guess, I don't know, a few weeks ago they said, like, they got plans to put him on TV, the Raw after Mania.
Oh god, here we go.
Johnny, are you ready to hop on with one free ticket to the Ultimate Thriller?
We should do a drinking game on Sunday.
No?
Yeah, drinking game.
That's going to end horribly.
Yeah, me and you, drinking game. So every time they said the Ultimate Thrill Ride, we got to drink.
Drink what, though?
Beers. So you got to drink like a half a beer.
What? Okay, buddy, that's a 5-hour show. What are you into? I hope he goes up by 5-2 How about a sip of beer?
Okay.
Every time they say Ultimate Thrill Ride, and a sip of beer every time they say, what's the other thing they say all the time leading up to Mania?
Okay. No, they says the Ultimate Thrill Ride. What's the other one? They always says no. They don't say the Granddaddy of Mall anymore because that makes it seem old. Remember?
Oh, how about fucking every time they say, or how about when the Roman Reigns Undertaker match is on? Every time they say yard.
You died of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah. I guarantee you, from the time they introduce the kids to the time the match is over, I want to hear how many times Graves, Saxton, and Cole say the word yard, because that's the whole goddamn premise.
Okay, we'll do. I think that's a good one. So sip every time they say Ultimate Thrill Ride. We're gonna do a sip every time they say yard.
Oh God, I'm not looking forward to that.
How about for every match that we called wrong, we chug a beer?
I can't commit to it because I could never chug a beer.
All right, well, we'll drink the beer as fast as you can.
Yeah, I can drink a beer fast in like a minute. I can't chug it.
So whenever you get a match wrong, we got to basically
drink
the beer as fast as you can go.
You got to drink 2 beers straight if Triple H beats Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Because I guarantee he's going to. It's all about the game. So everybody be excited. We're just typical wrestling fans. We sit here and complain, but I got it all planned out too. Friday night, everyone needs to shut the fuck up and get away from me. Because I like the Hall of Fame ceremony. Even though it goes on really long and the speeches are fucking horrible. But I like watching that. So Friday night, watching that. NXT Saturday night, I don't even know what's going on in NXT anymore, so I'll watch it. And then Sunday, I'm like you. Fucking Domino's is on the way. Actually, if anybody listens, you know what you could do? What is your choice food for WrestleMania, people? What's everybody eating? I want to know. Snack trade. What's going on? What's everybody eating for WrestleMania, even though there's nobody watching? So, what's the half person going to say?
He likes half pizza?
He's going to eat half a chicken wing? What's everybody eating? You can leave it in the comment section, because I'm eating, I think I'm getting, well, you got Peter's Pizza down home, right?
Yeah, I'm going to, Peter's Pizza, that's probably, they got wings over there. I don't think they're very good, though.
No, their pizza's good. But
pizza's good.
I had their wings, I think, last year. They weren't very good.
No.
I'll probably just get Domino's because it's the machine. It's just right next to the house here.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure that we're both going to be half drunk, I would assume, by the time it even starts, man, because...
Well, I'm going to need to get a few into me before the old kickoff show starts. You just to get through it. But I'll fucking... Yeah. If I'm not half cup by the time the kickoff show is over, I might even turn it off. But I can't even deal.
What? You don't watch WrestleMania.
Oh, that's only a joke. I'm definitely going to watch WrestleMania.
I am. Alright, so here we are, people. It's the last week. It's the biggest time of the year. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's the Super Bowl. It's the NBA championship.
It's the granddaddy of them all.
Oh, calm down. I just fell over my seat. Jesus. The Mac Daddy of them all.
It's the ultimate thrill ride.
Well, why is the set that they got, like this whole theme about the roller coaster, which I thought was corny, but after seeing the set, I'm like, holy fuck. Hey, anyone that hasn't seen it, look it up on the internet, like the construction of the set going up. Holy fucking titty fuck. Like, she's fucking huge, mate. Like, it's big. It's real big. It's almost as big as old Brad Maddox's cock.
Or Tom Phillips's dinosaur bone. And he wants to face fuck everybody with it.
But apparently fucking in the middle of the Roman Reigns match, old Tom Phillips is going to look over at fucking JBL and be like, I'm going to face fucking.
You looks like he wants to face fucking.
Like, JBL's like, oh my god, Michael, he's coming from the top row. Fucking face fucking. So, fucking, it's a big night. We're not going to do it. I don't think we're going to get another one in. I got to work, unfortunately, fucking Friday and Saturday this week. And then Sunday is WrestleMania, and there's nobody, like, I'm the same way as you just said. The phone's non-existent. Only just text you, that's pretty much it. Because it's done. Sunday is my day. It's my WrestleMania day. So, we probably won't get another one in. We just gave our predictions. We'll come back after WrestleMania, obviously. And this is the best part. Ringside Reality's heating up, people. We're only getting started. We're getting ready for our 30th episode, which is our anniversary. We're getting ready for a big episode. It's WrestleMania, and you know we're going to have lots to talk about after WrestleMania, don't you?
Well, because you got WrestleMania. Tons of material. Yeah, WrestleMania, and then the Monday after WrestleMania is always big shows.
Which is the best round of the year.
Yeah.
So we got lots of stuff coming up. It's only getting good. We're going to leave you now because we've gone on for going on 75 hours of podcast.
Yeah. Last couple of podcasts gone like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're out of hand. So nobody's listening at this point. This is the best part about that. Fuck. Because nobody's listening. Everybody like if you made it an hour, that's good, but nobody's listening.
Before we go, I got to say one thing, that our deepest condolences go to JR and his wife, just because last week we kind of made some jokes and then she died 2 hours afterwards. 20
minutes later.
So we were all like pulling our collars a little bit, just like some.
Yeah, we said that, and then you text me, and I text you, and we're like, now I'm starting to feel kind of bad. Because our sense of humor is not, don't take it literal. We're not serious people. Like, we're good people, or just, we've always been about shock value, really. Like, we're shock jockeys, I guess you can say, because it's just like whatever moves the needle, I'll say. But, like, just make fun of people that are dead for a long time, like fucking old Chris Candido or something. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you want to make fun of Chris Candido? Yeah, like, you want to talk about old fucking Saturn being homeless and fucking can't afford to buy a stick of bologna or something.
That's draws in his old wheelchair or something.
Well, I'm glad you made a shout out to his wife, because we did make some jokes, and then the timing of it was horrible, because it happened, like, I texted you 20 minutes later, didn't I?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't good. We got a brand now. We don't like it, do we?
No. But yeah, condolences go to JR. This has seemed like, I mean, it's one of those things, if she was been sick for a long time and then died, it wouldn't be, it's still bad, obviously, but then it's almost like he expects it. I mean, he obviously didn't know his wife was going to get into a car accident and get hit by a car and die and stuff, so, I mean, it's really sad to see somebody die that way, so.
I agree. Only depressing way to end the show.
On that note, biggest thrill ride.
Hold on. Are we allowed to play it?
Are you playing it on the guitar? So that's different.
Yeah, well, it's not copyrighted, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Is it copyrighted?
Couldn't it be considered a cover?
Is that still copyright? Hey, WWE, is that copyright?
I think it's...
Fucking think I'm cute.
I think you...
No, sexy.
I think it's considered a cover, I think. At that point.
Yeah, you're allowed to cover anything, aren't you?
Yes, I think so. It's considered a cover. We're not actually playing the actual song.
Exactly. I was hoping that we wouldn't get sued for that one. So we're not going down a depressing note now. That's just one to end. I just want to make sure we didn't end on a depressing note.
Yeah. The biggest thrill ride.
Are we the ultimate thrill ride of podcasting?
We got ups and downs like a thrill ride?
We damn right we do. Alright.
Good night. See you next week.
Old Tony Schiavone, this is the greatest night in the history of our sport.
This is the greatest podcast in the history of our sport?
What, just now? Oh, fuck, buddy, what a bold statement that is. Oh. What? Even I can't back that up. Like, normally I'm all about fucking making preposterous claims, but, no. We should get old fucking Bunkhouse Buck on our show one of these days.
Okay.
Oh, God. It always goes off the rails at the end. Crazy! Alright, so it's WrestleMania season. I hope this show helped you get excited. If anybody is listening, I hope that we weren't too bad on you. You're getting more excited for WrestleMania. It's Wednesday. We're only like 4 days away from the fucking...
The big show.
The
well!
So, oh, Jesus. The whole big show is not doing anything at WrestleMania.
No.
So we hope you're excited. And we hope this show actually added to your excitement. Because our thoughts are just... The thing is, when people do podcasts, they always sit down and prep for it. Like, I know they do. You know Steve Austin and fucking all these guys, even like people on WrestleZone and stuff, they do podcasts. Fuck you, WrestleZone. Because you sit down for like... You're wearing suits and shit and stuff, and you're sitting there like... We just shoot from the hip the whole time, which we hope comes off more natural, as opposed to just sitting there like... You know, I think we just go for more of a natural feel. Like, this is not rehearsed. We don't even talk about what... I text Johnny 10 minutes before the show and said, WrestleMania predictions? Yeah, we probably should talk about that. That was it. There's no prep work put in. So I kind of hope that comes off in the podcast, because we don't want to sit here... Like I said, I know a lot of podcasts where it almost seems like there's just too much prep work, it's forced. I don't want to do that. Like, fuck titty, fuck fuck. You know what I mean?
Sounds like a good outro to me.
Hello?
Sounds like a good outro to me. That's what I just said.
I thought we were starting up again. Part 2, baby! Woo!
No.
Okay. We're getting ready to predict our SummerSlam matches.
Jumps ahead in time.
Speaking of that, Johnny, is your favorite SummerSlam main event Undertaker versus Underfaker?
Oh, for sure.
With old Leslie Nielsen, remember? He was looking for him. What a horrible fucking shit show that was. What a SummerSlam. And the best thing is at the end, after that shit match, which was like one of the worst matches ever, Vince is like, SummerSlam. He's trying to like, you're like, Vince, no, that was not good. Alright, I'm trailing off again. Yeah. But anyway, everybody enjoy your week. We'll be back on, when are we coming back? Maybe Tuesday. I think WrestleMania and Raw might be too much to handle to not come back.
Yeah.
So, we'll be back Tuesday. Thank you for being here, everybody. Do I do the outro all the time? Is that my gig?
Yeah.
Okay, you do the intro, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, pretty good. We'll see you after WrestleMania Ultimate Thrill Ride. Buy your tickets, get on the roller coaster. We're ready to go, people. Let's wrestle!